Okay, so I will be characterizing Harry Potter, and he is a teenage boy with black hair, green eyes, and he is skinny built. He was recently killed by an evil wizard, but he survived. Sadly, his parents did not survive. At the beginning of the story, he lives at his uncle and aunt's house, but he's not well liked because he's the son of the Potters and they are not popular at Petunia and Venom. Later in his life, he goes through this development as he finds out that he is a wizard, and he is also very famous in the magic world, and is mostly known for his survival of the killing of Voldemort. Also seems to be having a bad self-esteem as he thinks he will be going to Hufflepuff. As quoted, Hufflepuff are a lot of duffers, and a duffer is someone who's dumb. He has no friends until he meets Hagrid and Ron, who he connects with and feels comfortable with. He is chosen for Gryffindor, which means that he has a brave heart and a daring nerve, which we haven't seen yet. So he will eventually develop a lot more through the story than we have seen yet.
Start with an analysis of the Wizarding World, and Harry's first encounter with the Wizarding World is when Harry and Hagrid enters the pub filled with wizards, and Harry's like the celebrity in the Wizarding World. Then they head to the bank run by goblins, and then Harry withdraw his fortune left by his parents after their death. After that, Harry has to go from the Muggle world to the Wizarding world by himself. He's going with the train on track 9 3/4. Then he walks through this illusion of a wall and enters the railway station of the Wizarding world. We also meet this talking head at Hogwarts, who is dividing the students of Hogwarts into their houses. Then there's also ghost and literally living paintings at the School of Hogwarts. Um, and I've also found some similarities in both worlds, and they're both snubs. There are snubs in both worlds. Dudley and Draco, as we have met in the book, and then both worlds have a currency, and nothing in Dagon Alley is given away freely or for free, just as normal stores in the Muggle world. Then I'll come to Harry Potter, the hero's journey. The call to adventure starts when Harry receives this letter from Hogwarts, which is not allowed to open due to his uncle, and then the supernatural aid. It's coming after Harry has been bullied in many years, and he's looked upon as this inferior individual compared to the rest of his family. And then strange things starts to happen, and the family's in a zoo, and Harry and Dudley is looking at the snake, and suddenly the glass disappears, and Dudley fell into the cage, and then the glass came back, and the snake talked to Harry. And the threshold guardian. After the events of the letter, the letters began to come one by another, one after another, until the house's interior were floating in letters. Then the family moved to a remote location, and at Harry's 11th birthday, Hagrid came personally to deliver a letter to Harry, and Harry decided to go with Hagrid, and therefore Hagrid is the Threshold Guardian. The Threshold beginning of the transformation. The threshold begins with Harry and Hagrid going into this pub, which is filled with people from the Wizarding world. They all know Harry and were shocked in order to meet him. And then Hagrid took off. Harry and Hagrid took off to the Wizarding Bank, run by goblins, and then they went off to buy wand and books and other things to prepare Harry for the school start. Then the helper on the way to track 9 3/4. Harry and Ron Weasley and his family they meet. And then the Weasleys help him getting on the train to Hogwarts, and Harry and Ron became friends. And then we come to the mentor. The mentor of Harry is Dumbledore, and Dumbledore appears to have the most wisdom of all wizards, and is going to guide Harry to reach his final destination.